Fransızlara çalışıyordu en son, şimdi nereye geçti? Baba biz kimseye çalışmıyoruz. Biz sadece kendimize çalışıyoruz. Merşiyim.
Bizimki de tanışıklı dövüş gibi. Aşağı yukarı
Ya bizi kim yenebilir kardeş ya?
tanışıklı dövüş pardon.
Mert'in şu küfürlü mesajının törpüler misin ya?
O küfür mü ya?
Sayılmaz gerçi değil mi? Delete edildi
İşte.
bile.
Yumuşak diye koymuş da sıkıntı
Ama
olmaz.
arada yayın açmaya başlayacak. O zaman Mert istediğin kadar ana bir bacı iki gerisine.
Ana, bacı, hala, minimum ayar değerlerine.
Ben kabul etmiyorum abi, ben gelmem o zaman.
Sen oyunlara gelirsin.
Ya
Aa,
akla gelebilecek her türlü hassas değerleri fütursuz küfür demektedir. Eğer küfürden rahatsız olursanız.
siktir.
Murat abi
Bacınızı
yesin
falan diyormuş.
Get a hold of yourself, soldier.
Ya Talla nereye gelmiyor ya? Aramızda en çok küfür eden sensin.
Şunu bir ikna edelim
I've
ya.
no bloody
Look.
idea who you might be, but I hope you're a civilian.
Hayatımda duymadığım küfürleri senden duydum. Bu adamı ikna edeceğiz igni yap şey yaparak. Anladın sen.
Dice.
Aye, dice.
Yok değil
Who else
değil.
plays around
Görüşürüz.
here?
They're Civic, Madame Carol, and Lesotho. But they're masters. They'll only play you if you beat us.
I'd be glad to play you.
Oynayacak mısın
Me
arada?
first!
Mecbur oynayacağız gibi gözüküyor ya.
Para falan koyma abi. Hiç 5 koy. Bilmiyor zaten. Boş ver o kadar koyma.
Hayır, yenmek için şey yapmamız gerekiyor ya bunları.
Ya yenemeyeceksin ki zaten sen. Ne hala şey anlatıyorsun. Ya şans oyunlarında ben yokum gerçi sen varsın.
Lan
Nereye
zarlar aşağı
attın
düştü
oğlum
lan.
zarı? Buraya atacağın zarı yiyeyim ya. Aşağı düştü kaybetmedik harbi.
Kaybettik harbiden ha.
Bir de nasıl atıyorsun ki 3 tane zar verdi bize daha demin. 2 tane mi ne verdi?
You lost.
Aa mecbur oynayacağız. Yani yok hayır hayır bu mecbur değil ya. Başka bir görev o.
Tamam, o zaman şey nerede bizim eleman? Gidelim bakalım
Ziviki
belki.
takip et ya da onu senin kana götür. Ya gizli gizli takip edeceğiz lavuğu ya da şey yapacağız.
Busy as
Another
ever with
thing.
military commissions,
Aksi.
but he'll take a private commission from time to time. Yes,
Take me to the king. I've seen enough military camps in my day.
that I cannot, Witcher. I'm to keep an eye on you, the king's orders.
Really want to babysit me?
You're right. Let's go.
Gidelim. Bu adamın kellesini almasınlar sonra.
Ben almayayım da abi. Anlaşılma.
Lan yine bir tane elif yakalamışlar ya.
No talking to the prisoner. How'd you do? What do you want?
How did you catch him?
We didn't. Nothing to boast of, really. We found him. Barely
Yalanını
alive.
yiyorsun.
He was lying in the ravines among the corpses of other squirrels. Terrible bloodbath it was.
As if a mad medic slashed him with a giant scalpel, aiming at their arteries, no less. For there was blood everywhere. Nasty splashes, even high up in the rocks.
When was this?
Before that ghastly fog appeared.
Get anything important out of him?
Not really. We salted his wounds, broke his fingers, scorched his feet. But he didn't so much as peep his own name. Tried to bite off his own tongue, in fact. Them elves like a bit of suffering, methinks.
Maybe he's hoping to be rescued.
Not likely. Someone massacred them. The whole unit. That's what the Royal Mages asked him about. Who it was and where they are now. There's no understanding elves. If he answered, we'd hang him quickly. It'd have peace. But he prefers to suffer.
İyi adamlar ya.
Can I talk to him?
No
İmkansız.
chance. I don't know you.
Merhaba ben Geralt bak
How
tanıştık
might we
artık.
get to know each other?
Trust needs to be earned, mate. You best go. Now.
Adam çok bir şey yapmamış ya. İşte cinayet, gasp,
Heh.
öldürme teşebbüsü.
Allah
falan
şükür
yani
öyle
ama.
yüz kızartıcı bir suç
Allah
yokmuş
şükür
yani.
kötü bir suçumuz yok yani.
Ama şimdi
Haber
şeydir
var.
ya,
I
taciz,
can't
işte
feel me plowing
tecavüz falan
feet
yüz
from all this
kızartıcıdır ya.
standing around.
Kendini Epstein'e
Any
kıyasladığı
chance
için
you'll be sending
daha
up some
suçlar abi onlar
replacements?
yani.
In an
Mesela-
Hala
hour.
öyle gündem,
Open up the
gündemi
gate. The
takip
king
ediyor.
wants to see the Witcher. Yeah, yeah. Go
Büyük ihtimalle
straight to the
tacizden
royal
falan
tent.
bastı o yüzden.
You can't miss it. I've a few things to take care of.
Ahmet Ece.
Godspeed, Zivik.
I'll be near the main gate if you need me. So long.
Ha! A witcher! The king must have summoned him to
Kral
fight the
Henselt.
wraiths.
Kralım. Başkanım. Kral geliyor kaldırın diyorlar. Kral geliyor kaldır. En son
Nearly
hissettim.
everyone hunts you, yet you live in spite of
Reis
that.
yine mi sen ya?
Impressive.
Aynen.
In no small part thanks to you, Excellency.
I've helped you, yes. I trust I shan't
Aslan
regret
kral ya.
it.
Öldürmem
As
seni
do
merak
I.
etme.
I wouldn't want to seem ungrateful.
Are you seeking employment? I was unaware you fellows hired yourselves out for battle.
My aim here is different.
Really? Perhaps I can be of assistance.
I saw you with Foltest before. Now you're with Henselt. No doubt you'll visit the King of Redania next.
I need not
Well,
go
that's-
far. Radovid is en route to Lochmuin. Perhaps he has already arrived. We'll meet there.
Lochmuin? An ancient elven city quite a ways away, near the source of the Pontar. Why there?
The mages wish to re-establish their council. They sent out invitations to all the
Vay,
kings.
dağılmış mı? Demek ki dağılmış.
Foltest was a good king. Shame he ended that way.
I've already conveyed the Emperor's condolences to Constable Natalis. Since we're talking about Temeria and Foltest, apparently the fallen king's advisor, the sorceress Triss Merigold, has disappeared in mysterious circumstances. Rumors abound. Do
Maalesef
you
biz
know
bilmiyoruz.
anything about her?
Why do you ask, Excellency?
I heard the two of you are close.
Büyücüler arada bir
Aynen
ortaya
öyle.
geliyor.
Mages
Aynen
have
öyle.
a natural tendency to disappear into thin air once in a while. Why is anyone concerned?
Maybe they wonder if witches locked in dungeons possess the same capacity. You're avoiding the subject, which means it's uncomfortable for you. Have it your way, I shan't press. But I'll ask one more question, if I may.
Of course, Your Excellency.
I mentioned Triss because, I must admit, I am perturbed. Mages are known for their mutual envy and rivalry. I wonder if there's any matter that could unite them.
Perhaps you could be a bit clearer, Excellency.
Then I shall ask directly. Do you know anything about Marigold's involvement
Şeyi
with
soruyor,
an
konseyden
organization
bahsediyor
of
herhalde.
sorceresses? Assuming, of course, that you are, theoretically, or have been, close.
Soruyor.
Ben teori üretmem diyeyim ya.
O da olur, biri de olur.
Yani hiç baştan karışmamak, neden sizi ilgilendiriyor falan diye sorup da varmış gibi yapmanın anlamı yok yani.
Doğru. O da
I'm a
mantıklı.
witcher.
İkisi
I
okey.
rarely theorize. Killing monsters is purely practical.
I don't
Bu da
doubt
yapmış
it.
evet.
Though sometimes a single understatement can speak more than 1,000 words. So I thank you for your silence, Witcher. Do you have other questions?
Why are you so interested in this organization of
Ha, yine de
sorceresses?
sordu.
I wonder about
Aynen,
some
bak.
strange coincidences. I'm told several of them were seen in the vicinity when the assassination attempts occurred.
What's so
Allah.
suspicious about that? Mages have always thronged around monarchs, the source of power and coin.
I'm not accusing anyone. I merely said it makes me wonder.
İşte
I've heard all
dedi
kinds of
kim ya?
reports about events in Temeria. What happened to Foltest's
Ah.
children?
Their fate is a mystery to most at this point.
And to your excellency?
I suppose I'm not revealing any secrets if I tell you they're safe, and a magnificent future awaits them.
Nilfgaard mı
With
çöktü
Foltest
çocuklar
dead,
acaba?
Temerians
Büyük
find
ihtimalle.
themselves at a turning point. They can act responsibly, or let the country descend into chaos. The Emperor desires a strong north, which is why he seeks to help them.
Ne diyor? Çevir abi.
O güçlü bir kuzey mi arzuluyor diye soruyor.
Tamam.
Burada da asıl meseleyi soruyor hani. Asıl mevzu
Hı hı.
nedir?
Yani
I
asıl
wonder
mevzu soralım.
what could affect Temeria's future.
There were always numerous factions there. But Foltest's loyalists and the rebels gathered around the Lavalettes brought about a civil war. Yet for both factions, the children of Foltest and the Baroness are his rightful heirs. Perhaps this will allow them to make peace. Tempers will subside, and commerce will return to normal.
I'm just a monster slayer, but something tells me that sounds too good to be true. What's the Emperor's envoy doing here? Satisfy my curiosity.
The last unfortunate conflict left the northern kingdoms in pitiful economic condition. His Imperial Majesty desires stability. We wish to offer financial assistance, so I'm visiting those lands hardest hit by the war.
Henselt is coping admirably as far as I can see.
The details of my visit here are reserved for the Emperor and the Kedweni King.
Buna büyü işlemez, hiç o işe girip düşman
Ne
edinmeyelim.
olur da olmaz. Aynen. Şey yapma sen abi.
I
Okey deyip
understand.
geçelim. Oğlum
Matters so
çünkü ketum.
secret no one ought to know them, or something.
Hoşçakalın diyelim aynen. Sakin oğlum. Henselt baba. Lan tamam.
Come in, Witcher. I wish you to feel at ease, as this is an unofficial audience. You helped me in the mist, thus I surmise you do not seek my death. Which leads me to ask,
Seni kurtarmaya gelmiş.
sit here, Geralt of Rivia.
Yok.
Huzur ve sessizlik ve adamı
Adımı evet
temizlemek.
adımı temizlemek doğru.
Peace and quiet, sire. I need to clear my name. Though I tend not to meddle in politics, this time I believe I have no choice.
You must answer quickly and unequivocally. You must be clear, Witcher. I'm in no mood for excuses hiding behind professional codes and trade secrets. Did you kill Foltest?
No.
Aman evet mi diyeceğiz
Do you
yine?
know who did?
A
Aa dur.
witcher named
Hayır hayır.
Letho.
O
Do you
niye?
know each other?
Keşke söylemeseydin. Ay,
Neden?
bilmiyoruz çünkü hafıza yok. Ya
Söyle-
abi adamı tamam da satmış olacağız.
Letho'yu söyledik.
Tamam Leto'yu söyledik. Leto şey değil ama dost çok düşman gibi değil. Hakkında bir şey bilmiyoruz adamın. Yani
Adam
bence satmasaydık iyiydi yani.
bence adam suçu bizim üstümüze yıkıyor. Üstüne üstlük de adam bizi hani bir daha görürsem seni öldüreceğim dedi. Biz adamla savaşıp adamı öldürmeye gittik zaten
Bizi,
orada.
bizi öldürmedi. Suçu bizim üstümüze atması şöyle tesadüf birazcık yani.
Ama biz
Bizim
onu
orada olduğumuzu
öldürecektik.
Belki bilmiyordu yani. Anladın
Teslim
mı?
edecektik biz onu. İdam ettirecektik yani. Öyle düşün.
Anladım. Ya
O
ben
bizim
bir
şu
tık
an
olduğu için
düşmanımız
bir tık daha
yani.
böyle düşman tabii de bir tık daha iyimser. Adam onu tanıyor musunuz bilmiyoruz. Ya tanımıyoruz aslında. Çünkü hafızamız kayıp.
Tamam bilmiyorum
Onu
demek.
söyle.
Hayır,
Bilmiyorum,
hayır
anlamak
diyelim
istiyorum.
o zaman.
Ya ikisi de okey ya bence. Hem bilmiyoruz hem hayır yani. Ama tanıyoruz yani bilmiyorum diyelim.
Tamam.
I don't know. I
Ya,
have
aynen güzel
amnesia.
cevap oldu.
Letho has suggested he knows something about me. It's possible we met before.
There's an old Kedweni saying, a bitch will never bite another bitch. 100% accurate where sorceresses are concerned.
To the matter at hand, sire.
De Tanseville claims this Letho is in the area. Is that true?
Yes.
Doğru.
What does he want here? My head?
He's hiding from Yorvith and his Scoia'tael. I don't know his plans.
And you aim to get him?
I do.
Last question. Do you know who had Foltest and Demavend assassinated? Who's behind the Kingslayers?
I don't know, but I'll find out when I find Letho.
My spies have confirmed your words. I suppose I must believe you. Now to the other matter. The mist, the wraiths, all that magic shit holding up my campaign. My mages, as usual, have proved useless. They blather on about higher magic, delayed curses and other hogwash, but nothing comes of it. This matter must be settled with a sword. A witcher's sword. Will you manage this task?
Var hocam.
Başarırım ya.
Başarırız abi.
Denerim mi diyelim bilmiyoruz çünkü.
Ne yapacağımızı bilmiyoruz denerim diye.
Laneti kaldırma olayı var ya. Çünkü hep denerim diyor ya Geralt'tan. Elimden geleni yapacağım
Doğru.
diyor baktığında.
I'm willing to
Hey.
try.
Excellent. Lift the curse, and
Yes,
you'll learn the
yeah.
meaning of royal generosity. And even
Adamsın
should you
lan.
fail to catch this Letho, I shall help you clear your name. Consider Deathmold at your disposal. He'll give you all the necessary information. Also, you are free to move about the camp and its environs from now on. Now, leave me alone.
Hadi bakalım.
As we forged our way through the fog, you claimed it was Glevisig's curse.
Sabrina Glevisig's. She was a sorceress, my former advisor.
Yok
I
ha.
ordered her bound to a wagon wheel and burned alive.
Oha.
While dying, she cursed me and my lineage.
Aa,
That was 3 years ago.
Neden olmuş acaba ya lanet? 2'yi merak ediyorum abi.
What did you condemn Sabrina for, sire?
Is that important?
Sire, we're not talking about a fortune told in a tent on market day, nor about some curse cast by a novice mage. This curse caused a solar eclipse and summoned hordes of specters. We're dealing with a complex spell that operates at several levels. Uncommon knowledge and skill were required to cast it. Lifting it will be even more difficult. If I'm going to deal with it, I need you to cooperate.
Ah, the plague. So be it. 1 year after the Peace of Sintra, I fought Demerven for Lormark. General Vandegrift commanded a part of my force. He forded the Pontar and joined battle on this field. It raged until evening when Sabrina Glevesig decided to take matters into her own hands. Fireballs rained down onto the battlefield. 3,000 men turned to bloody charred meat scraps. The fire consumed Kedwenis and Adernians alike. Knights boiled alive in their armor. Mad beasts howling with pain. War is for the honorable. When the likes of Glevesig enter the fray, it turns into hell.
Neden kendi tarafına saldırdı onu da öğrenelim hocam.
Bence ortaya atmıştır da bir
What
soralım.
drove Sabrina
Büyük
to attack
ihtimalle,
her
aynen.
own army?
Ben
Any
de
specific
düşünüyorum da.
reason?
I've heard none, not even speculation. She was my advisor, a member of the Council of Mages. For years I was forced to tolerate her excesses, schemes, court scandals.
Was she loyal?
Ha! Only to herself.
Neydi tabii ki de oğlum. Laneti kim faal hale getirdi ya da bir.
Biri
Sire, do you remember the curse itself? What exactly did Sabrina say?
All she said at the time has been fulfilled to some degree. A star adorned with a bloody braid will cut across the heavens. Square coins from maritime depths will beguile the hearts of fools.
Coins?
Deathmold found a few such coins among soldiers accused of treason.
The curse was cast 3 years ago. Any sign it's been active in the interim?
My
İlk
son was
defa mı
killed
oldu
during a
mesela?
hunt.
Anything strange or unnatural occur at the time?
A rabid boar ripped open his femoral artery. I witnessed it.
Oh.
An accident, nothing more.
The curse was activated today. I need to know why.
As we negotiated, a fight broke out. I killed a priest of Creve. Perhaps that.
Maybe.
Witcher, a word, if you will.
Konuşalım şimdi o. O meteorisi. Askerler yine mi tutuyor ha?
Nöbet de budur ya.
Ben uyuyamam lan
You
düşerim
have
ya.
no idea how delighted I am to work in tandem with you.
True, I have no idea.
Better
Hiç
times
inanılır
approach,
gelmedi.
Geralt, you shall see. I trust you're not bothered if I refer to you by
Sıkıntı
name.
yok kral biz bizeyiz ya.
Wonderful. I feel we shall become great friends.
Benim söylemiyor ama. Hadi işi koyalım.
I'm not looking for new friends, Deathmold. Let's get
Aynen
to
öyle
work.
hocam.
I see. As you seem to be the hero, how might I help you, White Wolf?
Evet
Have
lanet
you dealt
bozdum mu
with
diyelim.
curses before?
I've cast a few in my time. One victim sprouted donkey's ears in a tail, another's house burned down. Nothing too serious.
Shame.
Çok
Have you removed
şey suçlar
curses,
değil
lifted
yani.
spells?
Barista hoş geldin.
But I mastered the theory involved. Best in my class at the Magic Academy.
They don't teach you about curses like this one at Banord.
Glevis's curse is a 4th level blood spell. It's also known as the Archmistress's curse. A misnomer, for they've been cast by generally crazed mages or priests, not necessarily women.
You've done your homework. Explain this blood curse to me.
An ordinary blood curse is a trivial thing. You let a little of your own blood, best done at midnight surrounded by lit candles.
Sabrina had a whole pyre around her. Tell me about Glevisig's curse.
Read about it for yourself. Have all the necessary literature. In fact, you only need the great encyclopedia of curses, spells, and prophecies, and a volume compiled by Tessard de Vries and Margarita Loantil, Masters of Magic on Curses Selected Writings.
Okuyacak vaktimiz yok abi şu an maalesef.
I'm not going to waste my
Diyorum.
time reading. Tell me
Aynen
the
anlasın
important
yeter.
bits.
Anlatın 2 saat.
No need to be ashamed, Geralt. In these times, few get the opportunity to learn the arts of reading and writing. Illiteracy is...
I can read, mage. Time's a wasting. Are you gonna start helping me?
The effects and phenomena generated by a 4th level blood curse require an immense amount of the power. The eclipse, the death of a dynasty, the battle of spectres. No sorcerer, no living being can summon such levels of energy. It's quite simply impossible.
But some clever mages discovered how to make possible the impossible. Since then, the world has lived in fear of your curses. Genius. What did you discover?
A prophecy that initiates a blood curse is simply a spell that binds the power. It should be cast at a site possessing the appropriate
Ne oluyor ya?
accumulation
Larissa ohlayıp
characteristics.
duruyor.
A battlefield is perfect. Blood-soaked ground, defined boundaries, a symbolic dimension. When the caster utters the words of the prophecy, the curse begins to accumulate the power. For the last 3 years, day after day, month after month, the initiating curse has been gathering the power, drawing it from the elements of fire, earth, air, and water. The energy thus accumulated could move the stars. Enter the activator, one of the prophesied events possessing its own symbolic dimension. It releases the accumulated energy for use by the curse proper. Ordinarily, the curse cannot utilize all the built-up power, which must be released in some way, so one gets side effects, like solar eclipses.
Alright.
Are you sure Sabrina cast the curse?
Positively. Curses of this kind are cast rarely. There have only been 6 confirmed cases.
How many confirmed cases of their being lifted?
1. By a team of mages led by Archmistress Francesca Finderbear, whence came the curse's other appellation. In any case, Sabrina Glevissig was part of that team.
A small world, and one that just got a little uglier.
That's not all. The curse that Francesca and Sabrina dealt with was meant to end the lives of the last of the Tyson dynasty, the rulers of Kovir. It was cast by Scarlet Rodalega, a very talented but completely mad man. A prophecy and an activator were also involved.
I see. Sabrina just stole her curse from this Rodalega.
Precisely. Beside which the king himself and a company of armed men witnessed her casting it.
If I'm not mistaken, you need blood to cast a blood curse.
Precisely, unachievable otherwise.
Sabrina was bound to a wagon wheel. Where did she get enough blood?
She put a spell on a soldier who gave her a coup de grace. It was easy, the minds of some soldiers are so uncomplicated. Sabrina needed one of them to strike her, shorten her suffering, but complete the curse. However, this is where she erred. That whore performed miracles, gathered the power, got the prophecy and activator right, but fell flat on her face on the simplest thing at the end.
Don't get so excited.
She chose a fool, a bungler. I heard he thrust 5 times with his spear, yet the witch's soul would not quit her corpse.
There was no one guarding the pyre?
It was one of the guards the sorceress chose for the task. His comrades were irate. He spoiled the show for them. The king was no longer anywhere near.
In any case, blood flowed and the curse took root.
Yes, but the harlot got her due.
Did you notice that not all the specters were aggressive?
Most would disappear when we neared them.
I think the curse's power corrupts the ghosts of those who died in the battle, turning them into draugrs.
Draugrs, is that some professional name you witches have for specters?
They're demons, Deathmold. Draugrs are demons of war that arise on battlefields where the fighting was vicious and the slaughter particularly bloody. They are hatred and bloodlust in condensed form.
The name matters little. Do you know how to rid us of these Draugrs?
A silver sword's enough to send them to their rest. But as long as the curse remains active, new ones will appear. The soldiers' ghosts are the key. If we could reverse the tide of the battle...
Don't delay. Grab your sword and start reversing.
I'll need some symbols of war that belonged to the soldiers who perished here. Artifacts symbolizing hatred, death, courage, and faith. They have to be magically active and linked to those who died. Without them, I won't be able to summon the ghosts.
Well, I've no idea how to find them. Apart from which I know little about war symbolism.
I'll deal with the artifacts. I have another job for you.
Henselt hala nasıl hayatta?
Why is Henselt still breathing? He killed the priest. Why didn't he burst like a ripe tomato under a dwarf's heel?
Perhaps Glevissig wishes Henselt to wait for imminent death.
I don't think so. I know a few sorceresses. They're mean, true, but they also want results. Sabrina cast the curse while roasting at the stake. Not the most comfortable circumstances. I suspect she botched something.
Are you suggesting Henselt may be safe?
I'm suggesting he could be saved, provided we cut him off from the heart of the curse, the battle of specters. It's the weakest link.
How could we do that?
I don't know yet, but I suspect I could summon Sabrina's ghost and force her to free Henselt. First, I need to learn the circumstances of her death. We've got our comet and murder. What about the coins?
We have those as well. Not enough for you?
No. Why do I get the feeling I've stumbled on some shameful secret?
A state secret.
If you don't tell me, your head of state may soon lose his head.
There's a plot afoot within the military. Those involved share a symbol, a square coin adorned with a fish. Let's do this. I shall in no way hinder your investigation, and you will reveal to me anything you learn. Should I happen upon anything related to the curse?
You'll let me know. So be it. You're gonna help me, Death Mold.
Of course, as the king ordered.
Listen up. You'll do the paperwork. I get the feeling you like it. I'll need a number of protective runes to summon Sabrina's ghost. They need to detain the sorceress's ghost and anything else that enters this world with it. Find something for me in your library. The runes need to be easy to produce. I haven't seen any artists around here. Apart from that, the Draugrs are likely to begin their forays in search of Henselt. When they leave the battlefield, they'll grow weaker. Your men should be able to handle them. Just equip them with silver-plated weapons. Henselt could also use something silver to defend himself. Over the entrance to his tent, hang a wreath of cinquefoil and fool's parsley. Inside, a fire fueled by juniper branches must burn at all times.
Where will I get so much silver?
Melt down your collection of pots for all I care. Just get it.
Those aren't pots, they're silver vases of Naziah.
Last of all, give Henselt an instructional talk. Explain that I'll need him.
And what will you be doing? Drinking ale and fondling the camp women?
Aynen öyle
There's
kral.
that, yes. Though I'll also prepare to summon
Onlar da
Sabrina's
var
ghost
ya.
and figure out what I need to send the fighting specters back to the afterlife. I'll drop by and give you more work as I learn about this curse.
How did you divine that you might recover your memory by lifting the curse?
I don't like
hakikaten
people
nereden
poking
buldun lan?
around in my life.
Kim söyledi
Learning
oğlum?
about others is my job. I must know the secrets of all who wish to approach the king. I've no problem admitting I like the work.
My past has
Tamam.
nothing to do with Henselt.
You don't know that?
Kesinlikle.
Do you know why I have no friends, Witcher? Because sooner or later I learn all their secrets, which is followed by interrogations, torture, executions.
Just leave my past alone.
Henselt'i Malon'u ele geçireceğiz. İdam edilen alan. Vay güzel bir göreve benziyor. Ben nerede ama Sabra
İkinci bölüm burası.
hemen gelirim bir saniye. 5 saniye, 10 saniye. 20.
Morons.
The whole camp's gone berserk looking for the coins. Grown lads with their arses in the air, scavenging round the tents like idiots.
Hello. Damn it. Salutations.
Tek tek askerleri soracağız.
Ne çok görev verdi.
Look what the cat dragged in.
Yani muhabbet laneti kaldırmak ama kolay bir lanet olmayacak. Sizce gibi kolay bir şey değil yani.
İkinci bölüm bu galiba ya.
Bana da öyle geldi ya. Şimdi soruştur. En yakından başlayalım diyorum ben.
Hepsine
Hangisi
baktım
acaba?
zaten ya tek
Gonna
tek.
have to sit it out like
Need some help, monster slayer?
I want to talk, dog of war.
Oy.
I've heard much about you, Witcher. Greetings.
Greetings, Captain.
Eline verirsin ha.
I heard you gained fame during the wars with Nilfgaard.
Bu
Our
kim oğlum?
fees have doubled since the Battle of Brenna.
Aaa.
As it turns out, it was
Brenna
worth
mağarası,
risking
ha.
our necks.
Must be fatiguing fighting all the time.
I took a little time off recently. Something along the lines of a honeymoon. But I like my craft, and I'm not afraid to admit it.
I wouldn't mind learning some details about Brenna from someone who played first fiddle there.
Constable Natalis commanded the Nordlings. The Nilfgaardians mounted a vicious attack. And if not for us and the Dun Banner, the collected armies of the North probably would have shattered into bits. Luckily, we showed up at the right time, withstood the assault and came out victorious. We earned every last copper we were paid. 50,000 Nilfgaardians shattered their teeth trying to bite at us. Menno Cohorn, their commander-in-chief, chose death over humiliation. Like in every battle, it was a question of timing, taking advantage of the foe's missteps, and a bit of luck.
I knew one of your kind once. Woman by the name of Rayla.
Killed by an elf's treacherous arrow. She made a mistake. Let her emotions take control. This profession requires cold calculation.
Başka sorularımız aynen.
Were
Önce
you
buradan
here
dedim
3
ya.
years ago during the last battle for Vergen?
Bradley's blue banner was. They were decimated by mages. The survivors enlisted with us. They weren't eager to talk about it, and we didn't press them.
No lack of work for your kind.
Mercenary might just be the surest profession these days. Sign of the times.
Harbi.
Does Henselt pay his mercenaries well? Call it professional curiosity on my part.
It's no secret a lump sum of 20,000 Novigrad crowns awaits, to be divvied up between those who survive.
So the more of you die, the greater the take per head.
Yes.
Is Henselt paying you to wait?
Curiosity itching you, Witcher. Not the best trait to have in wartime.
You don't have to tell me if you don't want to.
Deathmole's given us silver-plated weapons and protective amulets. On your advice, as I heard it, we're to observe the mist and, if need be, drive off the wraiths.
Since you're already watching it, pay attention to the size of the cloud. I need to know if it's expanding.
Well,
how fast?
It's almost imperceptible, but it's constant. A foot, perhaps 2 a day. What does that mean?
Means I have to hurry. How many mercenaries you got watching the fog?
I've got them spread out in small groups around campfires. And how many we number? Well, that's my concern alone.
Let's talk arm wrestling.
Go on.
They say you're the strongest arm around here.
You wouldn't be talking to me otherwise.
How's that?
During the Battle of Brenna, I got into a knife fight with an Nilfgaardian commander. That's to say, he had the knife and I had my bare hands. I grabbed him by the wrist, but the blade kept coming towards my throat. He was strong, but lacked stamina. When I felt him weaken, I twisted his arm around and slit his throat. I've worked on my hands, wrists, and arms since then. They all come in handy in my profession.
Wanna wrestle me?
To challenge Adam Pangret for the championship, you've got to beat the best contenders.
Who should I challenge?
Martin and Randall are the strongest in my company. Then there's Magnus, the
Ne
camp
kapıcı hacı?
blacksmith.
I'll try them.
Watch out for Magnus. As I said, he could easily do his work with no tools. Steady on, White Wolf. You've yet to beat all the strong men.
VS atacağız herhalde.
Aynen öyle.
Cesaret simgesini soruştur. Cesaret simgesi bence bayağı kapsamlı bir görev diye düşünüyorum ben.
Öyle.
Olmayabilir. Şey mi acaba, bu VS muhabbeti mi acaba? Olabilir belki.
Şimdi şöyle, ben bu görevi geçtim. Bu da var.
Hepsi var bunların ya zaten.
Şu var. Bu var. Bunu yapabiliriz ama idam edildiği alana gideceğiz. Nasıl gideceğiz Allah biliyor.
İyi daha bak şurada. Sağ tık yapınca mesela şey yapmıyorum, götürmüyorum. Bir iki sol tık yapsam, şurada sağ tık yapsam böyle
Abi
bir
şu an bu tarafa git diyor da nasıl
çizmiyorum.
gideceğim oraya bilmiyorum.
Aşağı kadmenle kanka. Kadmen. Yeşiller kim? Bunlar muhabbet mi?
What do you want? Normally I only talk to drunks.
Abi biri alayım, biri alırsak muhabbet ederiz, evet.
All right.
Vardır benim.
What do you want to talk about?
Annen hakkında konuşmak istiyorum. Şaka şaka. Bu ne ya? Onlar hep Türkçe şey yapacak sonrasında.
Evet.
What do you know about the Virgin of Aedirn?
No one's plowed her.
I'm serious.
They say she'd killed a dragon. Those Aedirnians have gone silly about her.
I heard the story about the dragon is true.
What of it?
That don't mean she should be crowned queen.
True, but people follow her.
Folks are fools and like freaky things.
Saskia's a freak.
Maidenhood intact and hunting dragons. Ever heard of a stranger lass?
Death Mold summoned me.
Oh, fuck.
What are you afraid of?
Hard enough to get inside Detmold's quarters, but bloody impossible to leave.
I'm sober. I think I'll be able to find the door.
You won't scoff if you'd seen the broken bones, the gouged out eyes, or men so crazy they didn't recognize their own mothers. It's true that Detmold tortures anyone who wrongs him, even in the slightest. They say the sorcerer made Henselt burn Sabrina at the stake. Detmold's so strong at Henselt's side, it's a bad thing.
Arkada birisi
Very
öksürüyor.
bad.
Ben de öksürüyor zannediyorum 2 saattir var ya.
I'm looking for work.
With me,
Maybe Henselt needs a witcher.
Henselt needs a brain.
I heard his soldiers love him.
Back in the day, yes, Henselt was like a brother. In war, he drank what we did, ate the same grub, and ploughed the same whores as us.
When did that change?
Nasıl kral
He
oğlum?
started believing he's invincible.
He had to give up on Eddern 3 years ago.
What of it? They convinced him he hadn't lost. Get it? It was all that witch's fault. See? And he believed them. Had the witch killed till she was dead. Now he's all important. La-di-da. He's just not the same Henselt. But you'll find work, I wager. All kinds of monstrosities prowl the ravines. What do you want?
Seen any square coins around here?
Square coins and white mice are good signs you had enough of the booze. I need to find me mate. Let me be.
Yani, son
What do you
şey daha
want?
var lan.
Aynen bir daha tıkladım o yüzden.
I heard you calling for Audrin.
That's right, I'm looking for him, so I called out. Got a problem with that?
I used to know a man named Audrin.
Not that same guy.
How do you know?
Odrin never deal with your kind. A right and true man, that one. Drinking without him's like plowing without a
Kral adammış ya.
woman.
Delikanlı bir kardeş.
O duruyor lan bak. Yeni göre başladı mesela. You know.
Gerçek bir anın içinde. Ne
Gerçek
yapacağım?
bira, ha. Onlar bir şey. Ha. Tamam yan görev. Aa bir dakika ne dedi Henselt görevli
İşte
alakalı bir şey
adamı
var ha.
bulursak
Piss off out of
bize
here.
arkadaşları
You're talking to an
ne yapar,
elder,
yardım eder.
so show a little
Evet.
respect, you prick
Çünkü-
licker.
Respect for you? This is no place for crappers like you. Out, I said.
Aye, true. Join the pigs in the pen, that's your place.
Pardon.
Oo.
Pak yerde ibnenin evladı.
Are you all right?
You'd best leave. Old Maverick ain't a good companion.
Görev açıldı
Unless
lan.
you're looking for someone to
Ya
mock.
kitap okuyor gibi.
What I saw
bu
back
bölüm ha.
there.
Aynen.
That happen often? What's the problem?
I've bigger problems to deal with than the camp tramps. My nightmares have invaded my waking life. The specters haunt and hunt me by day.
Come on. Nightmares are common. Start at the beginning.
One night, I walked to the riverside and sat there, staring at the stars. I must have fallen asleep. I dreamt of my birdie, her milk-white bosom, her gentle voice. I saw and heard her as if she sat beside me, and then that voice became a terrifying whisper, curdled the blood in my veins. I opened my eyes, but the spectre remained. It went on talking, hovering over me, stretching its mitts out towards me. I felt a deathly chill, and then it happened.
What?
Never been a coward. At the fore and fierce in many battles. But a human's one thing, a spectre's another. No other way to put this. I shit myself. Out of fear. Pants right full by the time I got back to camp. Since then, they mock me. Call me the crapper.
Güzelmiş bu.
Çalak.
Çalak.
Sen kendine asker mi diyorsun? Abartmadan emin misin?
I didn't see anyone mocking you. Well, except for those two drunks.
Then you haven't looked around well enough. I'm the laughing stock of the entire camp.
Adama şey demeyelim ya. Bütün bunlar kaç civarında oldu. Bunu demeyelim abi, adam üzmeyelim şimdi ya.
Ters teper mi
Çok
acaba abi diyorum. Hani şey bir bilgi alır mıyız diye düşünüyorum.
Aa, yani. Zannetmiyorum öyle bir şey olacağını da.
Why did you go to the beach?
Tamam.
During Henselt's last expedition, we stayed in a house there. My unit was on the lookout for Demavend's forces trying to cross the river. I just wanted to recall the old times.
So you took part in the campaign 3 years ago?
Took part? I barely escaped with my life. Leva, the brothel medic, saved me. Talk to her if you want to learn more.
Yeni
She
şeyimizi
knows
bulduk.
everything about the camp.
Metresimizi.
What time did the spectre appear?
Galiba.
I went to the beach after my watch, so it must have been an hour before midnight. I've no idea how long I slept, but when I reached the camp, it was dawning in the east.
I'll
Tamam
deal with the
diyeceğiz.
spectre,
Neyse.
but you should know a witch's services don't come cheap.
My soldier's pay is meager. Got but a few coins in my pouch
Değil.
and some pipeweed. Would you do it for that?
Yetmez abi. İyilik yapacak mısın sen bu adama?
İyilikten değil acaba. Sikkeler falan bir şey çıkar mı
Evet,
çıkmaz mı?
görevle alakalı dediğin gibi. Ya,
Alright.
okey o zaman doğru. Alright. Gece vakti kalkma üzerine barakayı ve nehir kısmı kumsal araştır. Liva sana daha fazla
Oh my
bilgi
God.
verebilir. Liva'yı bulursak. Liva'da sığ yecici. Sığ çadırı bulursak Liva ile konuşuruz.
Şunlarla da.
Onun ateşini söndürüyor.
What you want?
Aa. Yukarı yolu
I think
koymuşlar
I'm
lan
being
öyle.
followed.
Very likely.
Who is it and why?
Detmold's men, they're everywhere. Word is they're onto some plot, but that's all I know.
Any idea what Nilfgaardian forces are doing here?
Ha, who the hell knows? I reckon they're just observing, and nothing good will come of that.
Think they've made a deal with Henselt?
They've been here weeks, so they must have agreed on something. The camp folk don't like it.
They feed you well here?
Depends. One day be heaps of meat, the next straight grits without one pork dripping. Still, we fill our stomachs with what the foe has in his stores.
What do you want?
Wait.
Why do you think the Temerians are here?
I've not the faintest idea, and I don't trust that captain of theirs.
You know Roach.
Not personally, but I heard he's a madman. Something terrible. Folk by the campfire claim he cuts off elves' ears and eats them.
Benim nikah.
I heard that Sabrina Glevisig was burned at the stake somewhere nearby.
Upon a hill, folk congregate there to this day.
What for?
They say it brings luck, but I don't buy that superstitious shite.
Bravo.
What are the Nilfgaardian forces doing here?
I don't know. Their presence disgusts some, but I'm glad to see them here.
Why's that?
I'd rather they be with us than with Eddern.
Farewell bile demiyordu bana. Direkt çıkıyor.
Şu reisle de konuşmam lazım da. Şu mu yoksa o konuşmam gereken?
I know you.
O bence kadın
Aye.
ya.
We met in Vizima. I was working for Salamandra and barely
Ah.
escaped
Ben
her
hatırlamıyorum.
wrath. Grown
Hiç
wiser
hatırlamadım.
since. Listen, I've a trinket. My last reminder of
Ben de
those days.
hatırlamadım
Take
bunu.
it and hold no grudge against me.
Bu flashback atsa iyi olur. Ver. Hayır sağ
I
ol
hold
sağ
no
ol. Bu
grudge,
ne?
and I'll
Ha, tamam.
gladly accept the trinket.
Take it. And good luck.
Semender kalmadı artık.
Ne verdi?
Ne verdi lan? Ne bileyim. Ölçmedim ki. Kılıç vermemiştir ya. O ceplerimize gidenleri nasıl kullanıyoruz ya?
Bilmiyorum
bombayı
ki
falan.
bunları, ben de bilmiyorum.
Bir şeye baksan aslında kontrollerden ama.
Buradan
Bana
aynen
düşün, bomba.
kontrollerden bakabilirim ona.
Bomba atarız abi güzel olur.